What's up, everybody? Let's talk about today's GH episode. Now, today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Today's episode, in a way, had me going, huh? And, I ain't gonna lie to you. Today's episode, I liked it. Today's episode, like I said, it had me going, huh? I'm interested in seeing how a lot of this is gonna play out. But yeah, where do I even begin? Let's start off with Ellie and Maxie. I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of laughed during their scenes today. Their scenes were kind of comedic today. Maxie walks in because apparently she's going to get some food because the baby's craving weird stuff. She said something about the baby was craving marshmallows and relish. Again with the damn relish. You know, I wonder, was it Pick or Lila relish she was craving? She said marshmallows and relish. Wow. I know pregnant women do crave some weird stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I know they do crave weird stuff, but marshmallows and relish. Wow. But anyway, but as soon as Maxie walked in, Ellie quickly slammed her computer down. But yeah. And then when Maxie said something like, asking her what she was doing, she was saying she was actually Skyping with Spinelli. And she was basically like, Maxie said something like, well, get back to your nerd porn. That had me rolling. When she said, get back to your nerd porn, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had to pause. I was in the floor when she said nerd porn. And she was basically saying Spinelli was basically showing her his rendition of, his new and improved Magic Milo dance. And I was like, okay, that's something I wouldn't want to see, but anyway, no homo, but I'm saying well, of course I wouldn't want to see. I don't want to see no dude butt ass naked. But anyway, she basically said Spinelli was basically showing her his, even though it was a big ass lie. She was looking at Max's medical records. Then Max was basically like, I don't want to hear. And she started singing, and covering her ears and singing. Was basically like, I don't want to hear anything what you and Spinelli were doing. And then anyway, she was basically like, and when Maxie left, she had her food and whatnot. And then Ellie basically clicked on Maxie's records and saw that Maxie had a miscarriage. And like I said, we know Maxie. I guess I hear this is gonna drag out long, but I'm wondering how. Like I said, I'm wondering seriously how this is gonna really seriously play out. That's one thing I'm seriously wondering about. How this is all going to play out. Because I'm wondering if Ellie's going to fully realize that Maxie's pregnant with Spinelli's baby, or is she going to I was looking at tomorrow's episode. Maxie's going to confront her. She's going to confront Maxie about having a miscarriage because she seen where it said Maxie had a miscarriage, and I'm wondering if she's gonna piece it all together and realize that she's pregnant with Spinelli, or is because I have a theory about this. Maxie, well, they're probably gonna try to keep it from coming out. If Ellie does in fact find out, they're probably gonna keep it from coming out. Anyway, moving on from this dumbass storyline, let's talk about Lulu and Milo. Milo was at the first of today's episode. It seemed like Milo was having a little mini orgasm. Because basically, they wanted you to think that they were having sex, but Lulu was giving him a massage, was basically massaging his back, and Lulu was basically saying that she wants to stay there. She wants to that despite what Max says and whatnot, she wants to stay there. And her and Milo basically were sitting there still kind of bonding, and then Max comes in. Max tells basically tells them that if when Dante's worried sick, Dante cares a whole lot about Lulu. And when Dante finds out about all this, I seen a promo for this week. Well, I think it's more of a May promo, a promo for the month of May, for the beginning of the month of May, because I think May 1st. If I'm not mistaken, it May 1st either tomorrow or Thursday, something like that. Hold on, what's today? Is it today the 30th, something like that? But anyway, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of like Milo and Lulu. Like toward the end of today's episode, they kissed. Milo told Max that Lulu wasn't going anywhere, that she was gonna stay there. If she wants to stay there, she's gonna stay there. Max is basically saying that it would be a great idea to have the best idea would be to have for Lulu to go to Dante. That he was at Sonny's and basically to go to Dante. Lulu agreed to leave, but she doesn't want to see Dante. I mean, I feel she'll react better to this Dante stuff if Dante wasn't trying to pressure her, push it all on her. And Sonny also kind of told so I think Dante would in a way kind of bag off in a way, but Sonny also told Dante that with his problems with Connie and whatnot, he pushed with that, and you see how that went. That he's basically kind of back off in a way, like calm it down on the pushing and whatnot. And Dante agreed. Now let's talk about this Morgan situation. Apparently, Connie told Sonny and Olivia everything about Morgan and whatnot. So of course, Sonny jolted off and he basically tried to call Morgan, but Morgan didn't answer. And it kind of got me today. Sonny said he called Jax. He told Dante and all them he called Jax. And Jackson hadn't heard anything, hadn't seen or heard from Morgan. Tried to call Carly, but she was a little preoccupied. I'm get to that. I'm really gonna get to that and talk about that in a minute. And Sonny basically was saying that he and Sean are gonna. Cause this is something else I want to know. Did they say Morgan was in Vanderbilt? As in Vanderbilt, the college. So does this mean Morgan's in college? Because also Sonny said something like Carly had that Morgan never really got exposed to Sonny's life and whatnot, and I'm like, well, when Morgan left, wasn't he like Morgan wasn't nothing but a year or two older than Molly, and Molly's like 15, 16, something like that now, like 15, 16 now. I know they're gonna age. They've aged Morgan, true enough, but they probably like changed his birthday also. But does this mean Morgan's in college? That's something I didn't understand. Does that mean Morgan's in college? I don't know. Because they said Connie said something like SEC schools, and the SEC, if you follow sports like I do, if you follow sports like I do, you would caught that. Said Morgan goes to Vanderbilt, and that's a college in Nashville, Tennessee. Matter of fact, it's a college in Nashville. That just had me wondering. I mean, is Morgan in college now? Because apparently Sonny said he and Sean are gonna go there and basically try to straighten all this out and whatnot. And he told Dante elected to go with him because Dante said Morgan's his little brother and he feels like he wasn't really there for Michael and whatnot. He wants to be there for Morgan. But anyway, like I said, from what I remember, wasn't Morgan like, in a way, wasn't Morgan, he wasn't really, well, he was basically kind of raised by Jack. Well, Jax and Carly were together, but Morgan was basically, I guess you could say, being raised and whatnot. But he was also around Sonny, so that's something I'm not really getting. Now, my understanding is, since they're saying all that, is Morgan in college? Is Morgan in college age now? But anyway, moving off from that, I'm interested in seeing where that storyline is gonna go. Now let's talk about Nicholas and Elizabeth. Apparently today, Nicholas, like I wasn't the biggest fan of the Nicholas and Elizabeth stuff. I wasn't, because I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'm gonna flat out tell you that I wasn't really here for that when it first happened. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I may not feel that way this time around because I personally think it was the lucky aspect of it that really had me kind of on the edge about it. I think like the whole lucky aspect of it all kind of had me on the edge about it. But anyway, that kind of like I said, that whole Lucky aspect of it, because me being a fan of Lucky and Elizabeth, that kind of messed it up for me. But Nicholas answered Elizabeth's phone when AJ called, and apparently Nicholas is going to be in Windermere. Nicholas was going to be living in Windermere, and like we know, Tyler Christopher is going to be around for a while on GH. Going to be on GH for a while. And from what I know right now, at least throughout the summer, he's going to be there for a while. But yeah, hope he visits his cousin soon. But anyway, today, I mean, he basically answered Elizabeth's phone, and AJ basically lost it and whatnot. Um, and basically, in a way, he called Elizabeth a slut, and in a way, like Elizabeth was basically saying, he basically flat out called me a slut. He basically went off on Nicholas, went off on Elizabeth and whatnot, and basically said, "You guys can have each other." And Nicholas basically confesses his love to Elizabeth, how he always wanted her, and I'm hearing that the rumor is that he always wanted to be with Elizabeth because but he never acted on those feelings and never really fully pursued it because we know the whole affair and whatnot in 2009, 2010, that affair. He said, but I'm hearing that it's gonna be the reason he kept calm with it and all that was because of Lucky's behalf. But anyway, like I said, I may actually warm up to the Nicholas and Elizabeth thing. But he kissed her today, and I'm interested in seeing where that's gonna go. Now let's talk about AJ and Carly. AJ was so pissed off about this whole Elizabeth thing, about Connie basically taunting him with the whole Sonny and whatnot, Sonny thing and whatnot. And AJ basically grabs a glass, grabs a bottle, and pours himself a drink. And Carly basically was like, "What are you doing?" He's basically like, "I'm taking a drink. I'm taking a drink." And AJ was, and Carly's basically like, "Well, this just proves that I'm right. You're basically the same person, same guy you've always been. Every time something goes wrong, you go to the bottle." And Carly wasn't gonna stop him from drinking. Carly was basically telling him that when you drink, this is gonna everything's gonna go back the way it used to be. You're gonna be the pathetic loser like you've always been. Michael's finally gonna see you for who you really are. And anyway, AJ puts the drink down, so he's not gonna do it. And Carly basically like, "Well, come on, take a drink. She pours up a drink, and I guess AJ got pissed off. He slapped the drink out of her hand, and Carly's basically like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?" And then he grabs her and plants one on. He grabs her and kisses her, passionately kisses her, and they're about to get it in. And in today's episode, it seems like tomorrow's gonna be a lot of getting it in. Milo probably gonna get him some from Lulu, or I bet Max or even Dante or somebody's gonna break in, gonna come in and see that. And then we got AJ and Carly basically they're gonna be getting it in tomorrow. And also we're gonna have Nicholas and Elizabeth still kissing tomorrow. So I'm interested in seeing what a lot of these pairings are gonna go. Tomorrow we're also gonna have Spinelli with this woman, and this woman's I think it's either Betsy Frank or somebody, and she's gonna tell Spinelli, whoever sent you, tell him he's barking up the wrong tree. But anyway, apparently we may find out some stuff about that tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. Leave me a comment below if you guys liked it. I promise you guys I will tell you guys how I feel about the One Life to Live and All My Children. I will get reviews out for those episodes in due time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Dominic checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.